Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Watts World. Well, not really an episode of Watts World, more just like a check-in pop-up, you know, how you doing type of thing. I'm out in the, I'm out and about at the Airbnb. I'm out in the back. I don't think their Wi-Fi is up to par to reach out here, so hopefully everybody can hear me. Having to run off the 5G, the 5G capabilities, you know. I'll settle for a 3x4 or 5x5 would be phenomenal, you know. But yeah, mic check, mic check. There you go. I gotta go out of town. I gotta go out of town and lose internet to sound awesome. You know what I mean? I've never had this many 5x5s. Holy, what the hell's going on? What's happened? What the hell happened? All right, there we go. Appreciate you keeping me in check, Anthony. You know what I mean? I was like, what the, too many 5x5s. There ain't no way. But nah, it's been a pretty fun, pretty eventful weekend, no doubt. All type of sites, all type of peoples, all type of events, all type of non-events, non-stop. But it was all controlled, you know. It was all controlled non-stopness, which I like, you know. Man, one hell of an AC. Well, when it cuts off, well, it lets you know. It's like it's like the outside version of the one from Home Alone, you know. Damn. But hey, Kim, good to see you. 420 Wild Dragon, good to see you. Blue Butterfly, good to see you. Who else came in here? Be Charming, good to see you. Anybody else I might have missed? Oh man, it's been nonstop, man. It's been nonstop since we got here Thursday night. Barefoots, good to see you, sir. Dude, it's weird. I think I saw your doppelganger, dude. I saw a guy in the class that I had to go to that looked almost like your icon. You know, dude came in looked just like your icon, but he had like the Crocodile Dundee hat, but he didn't have the Crocodile Dundee teeth. You know what I mean? It was just a hat. He hadn't upgraded to the teeth package yet, but it was still pretty cool. But no, Thursday night kind of went out and about, explored a little bit downtown on River Street, downtown on Savannah River. Uh, Pretty cool. There's plenty to see, plenty to do. I'm probably gonna go back by there tomorrow before I head back home. Probably stop back down there tomorrow and hit a few shops up and get a few things. But did that. And Friday and Saturday we had like a little class, an electrical class. You know, most of the stuff. I mean, it was pretty cool. Nothing really groundbreaking. Nothing really. You know, it's kind of like a lot of common sense stuff. I guess if common sense is a thing, if it ever was a thing, if common sense was actually ever a thing, maybe they psyoped us with the common sense. Who knows? But a lot of it is just like common sense, or maybe them telling you their way, but ultimately it was really no different than a normal way or a way that could have got resolved, just maybe a little bit different. But it was cool. Did some training, did some class. There you go. JG sees a lot of that, dealing with the different humanoids around the United States. Very true. But nah, they gave us a pretty good class. I mean, it was, there was some points in there. There was some good points they had. Uh, Shoot, they fed us good breakfast. They fed us a good lunch. You know, After lunch in that class, it was brutal. It was brutal. I ain't gonna lie. Dude tried to get a little bit more energetic, but ultimately, the first day what they fed us salads, cold cuts, pastas, all type of stuff, a whole spread, cheesecakes. different various assortments of cheesecakes and cheesecake likenesses. You know what I mean? They must have got my memo. They knew I was coming. But yeah, that was hard enough eating all that stuff. And then the last day, shoot, man, they had fried chicken, they had macaroni and cheese, they had barbecue, they had collard greens, they had cornbread, they had peach cobbler. Oh man, it was too much. It was good though. I ain't gonna lie. Everything was cooked to perfection. Everything was seasoned. You know what I mean? Plenty of flavor, but not too much. Even the cornbread, you know. I was like, oh man, this cornbread looks a little suspect, but it was decent, you know. Yeah, they fed us good for class, and then yesterday after class, we all went to they had a private deck. We had the whole deck to ourselves out there, and that was pretty cool. Got to watch the Savannah Bananas baseball game. If anybody hasn't heard of it by now, I'm pretty sure you probably will. You don't got to look it up. It'll probably be in a news feed near you sometime, you know. Pretty cool, pretty entertaining. If you ever watched it online, all of their games and all of the teams that are in the Banana Ball League, all of their games are streamed free. You can watch them free on YouTube, on their YouTube channels. Sometimes they do televised games. The Savannah Bananas have had probably dozens of televised games so far. I think they just broke a record. I think they just broke a record this past week. Not the game that I was at, but when they were on the road before they came back to Savannah this weekend for their home stance. I forgot which Major League Baseball stadium they were at, but they broke a record. The most people in attendance in any MLB stadium ever. It was like over 100-something thousand people there to watch them play. It was crazy. But yeah, to watch them on TV is one thing. But yeah, to be live at the game, yeah, it's totally different. Oh man, there's stuff going on around you all the time, on the field, sitting on the veranda, the patio. You know, I don't know how good the Wi-Fi definitely ain't reaching out here, so I'm running off pure 5G. Let's see here. Oh man, they lost me. They're losing me out there. Oh man, I'm looping. All right. I don't know if I'm back. I don't know if I'm back or I left. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm probably running off pure 4G. Somehow I've cycled down past 5G. I've rendered all the way down to 4G by now. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I cut out. I was just rambling about nothingness, you know. Let's see here. Somebody asked a question before I went into loop mode. Yeah, you lost me. You lost me there for a minute. Maybe I lost y'all. I don't think that y'all lost me. Maybe I just lost y'all. Oh, I was right there on the third base line. Right up behind the third base. What was it? The first, second. I can't remember. I think it was the second tier. The second tier right on the third base line behind the third base. Wasn't too far off of it. Nobody knows, you know what I mean? Nobody knows. It's how it is, Pat. You're going out of the loop for a few days. They're like, who is this new guy? You know what I mean? You don't go live for 2 days. They're like, who is this bum? You know? How the hell did I get subscribed to this guy's channel? You know? Good to see you, Pat. Yeah. They owe me, JG. They owe me. I've talked about too many controversial. I'm not even 17 minutes in. Technically, I'm not even 13 minutes in. You know what I mean? And they're already with the bumfoolery. The weather is amazing down here in Savannah right now, but obviously their geo satellite coordinates is not cooperating. We'll see. Oh, great. Dang. They're getting me from all different ways. They're canceling me in Florida. They just canceled me in Canada. JG's even pissed off at me. Now he thinks I'm an agent. Oh man. Dang. No, I didn't think about it. I forgot about it to the last second. And by the time I realized that I was real slim on options, it was either a shady looking Family Dollar or a get it and go gas station. To be honest, I don't think either one of them would have had it. By the time I really thought about it again. And then I just started questioning myself, what really did I have going on today that I get this sidetracked from my side quests that I'm relying on a get and go and a Family Dollar to resolve my issues. Man, it's crazy. See, now my poor signal quality is affecting B. Now she's got to reset. She can't fact check anything. I don't know. I might do I might just do a pop up or something. If I get back down to the beach, or I might do a little pop up live if I go back down to River Street. I plan on going back down to River Street, checking out a few shops, getting a few things to take back home. Some of the goodies you can only get around here. You can order them offline, but I'm more of a face off type of guy. It's just a face off. Especially that one candy shop. Oh man. You'll probably go into a diabetic shock just walking into the store. It's just constantly stuff being made, stuff being concocted, confectioned. I mean, everything in there. They got normal stuff, then they got like overload. They got regular candy apples, then they got like the super candy apples. They got everything. A million and one different types of flavored popcorn steadily coming out the kettle. Dude over there in the corner on the cold pallet over there making up the different pralines and different things like that, the fudge. Yeah, I'll be done. Can't spend too much time in there. My inner fat kid will start coming out. You just got to go in there with a purpose. You got to know what you got to get. You know, try not to get too sidetracked by all the free samples. You'll be all right. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure there's a butterscotch rum candy, no doubt. There's a down here in Tybee Island. They always had the pirate theme, different rum and different rum candies and stuff like that. Well, I can neither confirm nor deny. Really, I plead the fifth. I really plead the fifth. I invoke the fifth again on this particular topic of my involvement. But some people were definitely were. You could smell it. You could smell it in the air. You know, especially out there on the beach. But hey, that's probably people on them condos. There's half of them properties that's right there on that one side of Tybee Island. It's nothing but like rental properties. Just people just renting it out for the weekend or however long. But yeah, if you're gonna go all the way down there and you ain't already got like an Airbnb or got some property or family down there, yeah, one of those little condos is about the way to go. I mean, you can't get no closer to the beach, and you're right there in the mix of everything. But No, the place I got on the Airbnb, it's right on the back side of River Street, down on the lower end of Savannah River. What do they call it? Victorian, the Victorian district of Savannah. Oh, I love it. I love it. I could just drive around or walk around or whatever for hours. Thought about just going up to the horse and buggy carriage and just peeling off a couple notes for him and just tell him drive me around until the money stops, buddy. Just keep driving until the money's no good. See how far that gets me. Just don't take me further out my zone. If the money starts running out, just bring it in, make it closer. Oh, yeah. Some things never change. Some things ultimately have changed, but yeah, no doubt. Well, I didn't while I was out there, but I seen other people doing it. People were vaping, people were smoking cigarettes in their own little, tents or whatever they had set up, but they had signs when you first come on the beach. No smoking, no vaping. But, I was just out enjoying the water, the waves, the atmosphere. Yeah, somebody was. Heck, it didn't bother me or hurt my feelings none. But yeah, I guess if nothing else, just for the general cleanup, litter. Some people just ain't gonna respect around them. They'll throw a whole pack of butts or trash on the ground. Nothing else, just for that overall aspect I can see. If I do my thing, it's definitely gonna be cleaner than when I left it. I'm not leaving no trace that I was there. Definitely not no butts or no trash or no wrappers. Yeah, no doubt. Only thing I left in the sand was these very grotesque, oversized humanoid Sasquatch footprints. I think I did start a ruckus. There was this Asian couple that was like metal detecting behind me, and I don't think they realized that I was in front of them. They did get a little startled by the footsteps. Saw them start taking out their phones and things like that. That was a pretty interesting experience. I think one of them did maybe use the term Godzilla. I'm not exactly sure what that meant. You know, like a Sasquatch Godzilla form. I don't know. I think I captured it on a video. Who knows? Yeah. Then I was walking on the beach at one point, and I was going under this pier point. And I'm just kind of walking, doing my own thing, acknowledging anybody that may or may not be crossing my path, so I know how to direct my flow. And then all of a sudden, boom! Over my right shoulder, I just start hearing whistles going off. I'm turning around, I'm thinking, oh damn, what the hell's going on? I just passed the lifeguard station, so I was thinking, oh shit, what done happened? So I'm turning around, and there's two lifeguards running towards me, Baywatch style. They got the little whatever that little floaty thing is in their arm. They had two of them going, the whistles going. They was running full speed. I'm thinking, oh damn. So I'm looking in the direction they're going. I'm thinking, man, I don't see nothing. And the next thing you know, they're blowing their whistles, they're waving their arms, telling people to get over, get over. So I'm thinking, oh damn, this is a shark in the water somewhere. So I'm looking, I don't stop. I'm stopped where I'm at. I'm thinking, well, damn, I'm definitely not going no deeper. I'm looking around. And nah, it was a false alarm. They was just telling people to get away from the pier because people fish off the pier. And that's all you want. Just be swimming along, doing your own thing, you know what I mean? And catch one of those shark harpoons to to the anklet. You know what I mean? People don't seem to like getting the shark harpoon tangled up in their anklet. Yeah, dude, I thought I was Jaws was out there. I said, damn, I thought Shark Week was over, guys. Nah, they got these little markers out there. Uh, these little markers out there in the water. They're supposedly like so many feet off. I forget how many feet it is, like 150 feet or like 200 feet off. You can't swim on either side of it. But yeah. Who we got in chat? Who just crept in on us? John Dunning, good to see you. We back by unpopular demand. Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. You know, you would think if most people had that general census, you know, the few areas that I walked through and traversed on the beach, I mean, it was weird. It was low tide. I mean, the water was way out, you know, it was weird. But, I mean, you had just, standard like ocean debris, little sticks and whatever that may float up, but it wasn't like an overwhelming trash. It was pretty clean for the most part. I mean, there was a few scragglers here and there. But yeah, you hate going all the way down to a place like that and it's just completely trashed out, you know? Yeah, then the wind picked up and it looked like it was probably going to storm. And it was probably windy as hell for maybe like 15, 20 minutes. And then it just kind of cleared out. Got sunny again. But yeah, there was a guy right off the water. I forget what you call it, wind surfing, where he's on that surfboard with a little handle thing and he's got the kite pulling him up in the sky. I don't know if you call that wind. It might be wind surfing. Yeah, that was pretty interesting watching that. Whoever that was out there. When I first got there, I could see like a couple of them off in the distance, but I guess the other ones they had to ventured off or they couldn't handle it no more. I don't know. Just that one lone wolf out there just wind surfing. Oh, I was out there. I was out there right on the tip of Tybee Island. Right there in the Atlantic. But I guess it kind of busted up or stayed more inland. It was more on the Savannah side, which from Savannah, where I'm staying at now to Tybee Island, it ain't that far. It ain't but like 25, 30 minutes at most. A lot of times getting in ain't so bad, you know. Finding parking that could be tricky, but sometimes getting out, if you time it at the wrong time when a lot of other people's getting out, oh man. But for the most part, once you get there, you're good. Yeah, once you find you a little parking spot. Oh yeah. Y'all like Tybee Island, shoot. I probably could have stayed down there. Probably could have just stayed down there and just reinvented myself, you know. Started a whole new life. Whole new life on Tybee Island. I mean, it's everything. It's everything you need, really. Yeah, that was a blessing. The weather down here has been phenomenal. Since I got down here Thursday, every night, even during the day, it hadn't been too bad. This morning, or today, it was a little humid. But shoot, man, it cooled off quick. I think it then got down to like 78. Feels pretty good out here. Even at the beach, Even down there at Tybee Island, it wasn't like overly hot. I got down there at some point after lunch. Once we got through with class about 12 and they fed us long enough to let everything digest and percolate and think about it for a few minutes and change clothes, shoot, straight to the beach. Oh, I got some more seafood once I got there. You know what I mean? That was just a pre meal. I had to work myself up. I had to get me some oysters and some shrimp. You know what I mean? I had to get some oysters and I just had to do it, you know? I had to see if it was worthy. I thought it was going to be a little suspect, but turned out to be pretty good. Turned out to be pretty okay. Shoot, I didn't even know it. Well, I came out was sitting on the back patio last night here at this place. I was kind of scoping it out, but I didn't really pay no attention till just last night. Shit, there was a whole nice grill over there, covered up and everything. I said, damn, could have thrown me some on the grill. But no, definitely ate some good food down here. Savannah's definitely got a lot of options, all type of places. Whatever your flavor is, even if you can't handle seafood, even if fresh seafood isn't your cup of tea, there's plenty of things to eat, no doubt. All type of stuff. Especially if you make it down on the river street, shit, man, it's everything you can think of. Burgers, steaks, breakfast all day. Man, barbecue, all type of barbecue. Even the pizza places. I'm thinking, man, who the heck comes all the way to the beach? And who comes all the way to Savannah to get a pizza, you know? I guess it's, some people would do that. I don't know. Guess it's good they got that option. Who knows? There's probably some full grown adults that make it all the way to Savannah and just order a large cheese pizza. You know? It'd be like me going all the way to New York City and getting a bucket of fried chicken, you know? There's places up there that's probably got a good fried chicken, but we get some a little different, you know. I want to get what the city, what the area is known for. There you go. Blue fried, but light on the batter. There you go. I like it. No, I don't do any type of surfing. All my surfing now is really digital surfing. Surfing the interwebs, surfing the YouTubes, uh, surfing the television every now and then. Pretty much all digital and visual surfing. Even when I see it in real life, I'm not participating, just doing the thing. Oh yeah, dude. There's dozens of those shops down here. One thing about it, yeah, you ain't got to go without a bike. There's bikes zipping and zooming everywhere. Bikes, golf carts. Yeah, I don't know how much it costs to rent a bike. It can't be much, especially once you get out there on the island. Shoot, you park and got you a place out there. Yeah, rent you a bike or a golf cart. They got every version of golf cart and out there you could think of, from the basic all the way up to the party pack. Going down the road looking like DJ Techno. I don't know if you. Oh yeah, some of it, yeah. You pay for that convenience factor. And like, well, we done got them all the way here. You know, we got them semi hooked, semi hooked. Even like on the big and tall stuff, I went in the store and got a couple T-shirts. You know, just a couple. You know, local graphic tees, and they got me in there on the sign. They tricked me. It was like, what was it? 4 for 10? No, what was it? 4 for 20? It's either 4 for 20 or 3 for 20. I said, all right, I'll go in there and get 3 T-shirts. You know, 4 T-shirts. Shoot, once I got in there, it was a whole different deal. The only way you could get the 4 for 20 or the 3 for 20 is it was 2X or smaller. If you got a 3X or bigger, it was a different price. I said, oh man, look at these jokers. Size discrimination. You know what I mean? How you just gonna size discriminate me because I'm bigger than a 2X? I still bought the shirts, don't get me wrong, you know. I ain't really say nothing directly about the size discrimination, but you know, I kind of gave the lady the eye. She probably felt something was off. She probably never figured out what it was, but yeah. Oh, no doubt. Yeah. If I win one of the lotteries, I'm definitely hiring a chauffeur, you know, getting one of those big travel size buses and just paying somebody, you know. It's going to be one hell of an adventure. I'm just going to have to pay you to drive us there because I got to sit in the back. I got to think about it. You know what I mean? I got to plan it all out. Oh, yeah, there was a ton of those things zipping and zinging around. No doubt. Oh, hell yeah. If you got to see Savannah, yeah, no doubt. Especially depending on what area you're in. I mean, it's all one area, but it's so spread out. But yeah, no doubt. A lot of the streets, man, they just kind of go on and on. It's definitely bike friendly down here. They got tons of bike paths, tons of like areas, sidewalks, streets. No doubt. Dang, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. Dang. They got you size shaming me. They got Jerry size discriminating me. Dang. Yeah, I know they always put that extra tax. They always put the extra tax for the big fella. All right, Bunny, if I win the lottery, you may be in the top drawing of the picks, you know? May have to get your chauffeur's license. May have to get your chauffeur's license reestablished, you know? Or if you know anybody else, you know, if anybody, any other volunteer chauffeurs. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Some of them, depending on how it's made, you got to go up a size, you know? You think you're getting a 3X, but it ain't the real 3. When you wash it one time, now you're back down to an extra large. You done lost 2 sizes. 2 sizes with one wash. You know, it's just. No, it's just that medium range, you know? If you're too small, shame on you. You're just not big enough yet. If you're too big, shame on you. You're just too big. But if you fall in that medium range, no doubt they'll hook you up from time to time. You know, they'll give you a 3 for 20. I can see that. You know, probably could like Velcro strap like a brick, maybe a brick to her foot to help extend it down, give her a little extra leverage. You know, nothing too major. Maybe like a 3 pound brick. I don't even think it would have to be a very big one. You know, small scale. I'm gonna just find like a, you know, one of them old school retired bus drivers that still got like a couple extra, you know, miles left in the tank and they like driving. Throw them behind the wheel. have the whole bus wrapped. You know what I mean? I think the whole concert's coming to town. I think the circus is coming to town. They won't even know what's happening. Just go rent the whole condominium down there on Tybee Island, you know. I don't know if I can get you here, but if you can get here, you're good, you know. I can't promise to travel here, but if you can get to Tybee Island, I can promise you will be safe. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, it's just too much big people shaming here. Whoa, whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I've been gone for a few days, but man, you know, I know I've been getting a little tight, you know. Don't even matter. If I still lose a few pounds, I'm still going to be in the 3X, you know. It ain't never going to knock me down. Yeah, bro. It's big bone discrimination. Damn, you're just genetically shaming. Damn. Just genetically shaming me. I mean, I have a bigger bones. Of course, you know, that's more bone to bone matter ratio to feed, you know. That's a higher absorption rate. That's a higher absorption rate per calorie base ratio based on a 2,000 calorie diet versus someone, you know, 175 pounds, you know. I've slimmed down a little bit. I'm a little under 300 now, but still, you know, once you factor in the calorie to equilibrium ratio, it's a lot different, you know. The BMI, the body mass index, look it up. Oh yeah, man. That reminds me. Remember one time as a kid, me and my mom. I think it might have just been me and her that day. I don't know. My sisters might have been doing something else, but we went to somewhere. We might have been school shopping. She might have been taking me school shopping, but we went to this Chinese restaurant, this Chinese buffet. We probably had done went there probably a dozen times before, no problem. But I don't know. To think back about it now, it probably was a different vibe. They did have a couple new faces working in there. Didn't really know the regulars or the usuals, but yeah, we ate the buffet. Everything is great. Mom paid the bill. We got the fortune cookies, and then she had like a what she get? Those little fried donut holes or the little fried whatever you call them, fried Chinese donuts. She had got a couple of them when they first brought them out, but she's like, "Oh man, I can't finish them." And there was like two of them, you know. So she like wrapped them up in a couple of napkins and put it in her pocketbook. And then obviously they had to see her do it, or they wouldn't even have said nothing about it. So we're sitting there for a few minutes, then we got ready to walk out, and then they just made this whole big old deal about the two donuts. And then my mom and they got mad, and the other lady, she's getting mad. So then they was just like, the hell, you know, the hell with it. Just all right, take the donuts, it's fine. Then my mom was like, no, you know what? I don't even want the donuts now, you know? Two measly little donuts. Yeah, I can't even remember what the name of that place was now. It don't even exist no more. That might have been the beginning of their downfall, you know? Yeah, two little donuts. Thinking, man, these things are so light and so airy. What are you gonna do? Put it on the scale? What's it gonna read? 0.3? We're gonna have to pay 15 cents, you know? Hell, probably 8 cents. So that's probably the residual grease and sugars that got dusted on it, you know? Man. I mean, yeah, if we're losing our minds over bread scraps, if we're losing our minds over deep fried sugary bread scraps, what the hell is even going on here? Don't even worry about getting pissed off about a 3D meat. Oh, the hell with that. If you're getting pissed off over deep fried sugary bread scraps, man, yeah, that was crazy. Let's see here. See, that's the confusion, you know. Some people that really don't know me, or even the people that know me, they may get the misconception I may be fat, you know. But like again, you know, I have to revert back to a larger bone structure, a larger bone mass, you know. It's just, you know. Kane Corso, good to see you. I hope all is well. Appreciate you checking in, tuning in. Oh, no doubt. Hard to eat when it's 100, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, ultimately, yeah. Ultimately, it was a blessing in disguise, you know. They definitely saved us for that one, you know. I think we definitely did it, you know. I think we just kind of silently boycotted the sugary deep fried bread scraps. No donut holes. No donut holes, you know. Oh yeah. No, that's some good stuff. Yeah, the what's it, one county south of me, they got a of course it's not the well, it is Mennonites, yeah. It's Mennonite run, and it's not a buffet, but it's set up kind of like cafeteria style. You go through there and they got everything you could think of, all the desserts, sides, whatever you want, and you go through there and load it up. And man, yeah, you can load your tray down and it's hardly nothing. I mean, it's I hadn't been there in a while. I imagine like everything else, prices have gone up, but yeah, at one time, yeah, you definitely got your money's worth. You was walking out of there with your go boxes, but pretty much the same style. It's fresh, it's local. Uh, Definitely homemade type things, whatever it was. Everything they had was good, no doubt. Hey, Lily J, good to see you. Appreciate you checking in, tuning in, always showing some love. Definitely. Yeah, it's been a fun and eventful weekend, no doubt. Yeah, got two side quests. Completed two side quests. How about that? Got to see the Savannah Bananas live and got to see the beach. Got to put my toes in the water. Had to make sure the ocean was still there. Still there, ladies and gentlemen. The Atlantic is still there. No matter what they're telling on you on the news about the Atlantic disappeared permanently, it's still there. It's still in my matrix. Maybe if you come, it'll probably be different. I don't know. Can't vouch for your matrix resolution, pixelations. Let's see here. Yeah, shit, I've been snacking all day. I'm done for. I'm done for till it's breakfast time in the morning. Oh no. They got this place called Maple Street Biscuit. I've only had it one time, but it was pretty good. I looked on the Google. They said they got one not too far. It's like, I don't know, a couple miles. Pretty good product. They got a really good biscuit. Uh, yeah, if nothing else, I might give them a shot. That might be my big breakfast endeavor for in the morning. Yeah, yeah, it was kind of hit and miss. You know, it's always kind of hit and miss on that thing. But yeah, I definitely got me a couple goodies. I probably got me, I don't know, My size handful, a good my size handful of them. Yeah, I can't verify or authenticize their, but yeah, no doubt they're everywhere. Even at the beach, man, you could go to the beach. They always got stuff like that. That generic kind of uh, type of stuff, soft pretzels, all that type of stuff. That was one of the cool things about the Savannah Bananas game. We had our own little private section, and we had our own little food that we could eat off of. But once you buy a ticket, once you go inside of there, you don't even have to worry about food unless you want to just buy something super extra, like uh, like candy or beer. But soon, when you buy a ticket to the Savannah Bananas game, you get unlimited hot hamburgers, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, chicken sandwiches, fries, sodas, waters, popcorn. Uh, Seemed like it was something else. There might have been one more thing or something else. But yeah, as long as the game's going on, you ain't got to pay for none of that. You just go down there. They got like 3 or 4 different stands set up. You just walk through the line. They got these big brown. They got these little brown paper bags. You throw whatever you want in the bag and go take you a seat. You know what I mean? You want to go down there and grab 10 hot dogs? So be it. They might look at you kind of funny, but it's all included. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, unless you want to buy merchandise, beer, alcohol, or candy. Yeah, most of all that stuff's included with your ticket. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about eating on nothing. Good point, Pat. Good point. Happy birthday to all the August people. Makes me realize I ain't seen most of y'all since last month. You know, sorry for being away so long. I just realized I hadn't seen her, spoken to y'all since last month, since July. Man, time flies. We're already in August. I do apologize. Time gets away. Vicky, good to see you. I'm taking it by that response that you know about the Maple Street biscuit. Yeah. I've had a lot of people say they had a good biscuit or places like that, and a lot of them let me down. It's hard to find a good one, but I had them one time. I tried them when I was in Atlanta last year, and yeah, when I got there and seen how long the line was and everything, I said, yeah, it's probably got a good product, no doubt. Massive. It was a massive biscuit. I forgot which biscuit. They got like I don't know a dozen different options. You can customize it, get all different type of things: chicken, bacon, sausage, ham, whatever, eggs. But yeah, yeah. No matter what you get, it's like a whole meal. No, it's true. I haven't seen you. I haven't seen or spoken to a lot of you since last month. It's true. I always make sure that I let everyone know at the end of the month. Hey, don't freak out. It may be 5 minutes or it may be 5 days. As we get to the end of the closure of the month. There may be a little void. There may be a little time frame dispersal. Please do. Please do. I know this isn't the regularly scheduled program, but it's what we do here at Watch World. Sometimes we give the people what they don't want. Maybe nobody asked for this, but we gave it to them anyway. They didn't know what to demand or undemand, so we gave them the option. Oh man, if they're open to two, oh yeah. Shit, they're slinging some biscuits. Shit, yeah. Hmm. Mm, there you go. Grandbabies. The grandbabies is getting bigger. Mm, wild stuff. Interesting stuff. Oh yeah. Any kind of way you want it. You can get it fresh, hot out the pan, everything on it, nothing on it. Shoot, yeah. Yeah, I done kind of psyched myself up for it now. That's probably going to be the. It's probably going to be the place to go. Yeah, yeah. There was people all around. Uh, you know. Some people started whistling. Some people just stopped and just stared in sheer amazement or maybe terrified. There were probably a little bit of terrified people. Um, some people just broke out into tears. I don't know if it was beauty or just sheer horror of what the pure audio vandalism that was in full display at the pavilion. I don't know, but yeah, oh yeah, definitely good acoustics. Yeah, you could, yeah, you could have the smallest voice and go in there and make a large announcement of breaking news. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You walk down there and you get inside the pavilion and they got all different type of stuff to buy. They think they had like a bar in there. You could get drinks, all different type of stuff, ice creams. Then when you walked all the way to the end of the pier, they had a shop right in the middle. You could rent fishing poles. They had baits, different type of baits and stuff there. Uh, that was pretty cool. I didn't do no fishing. Uh, I really wasn't in the mood for all that extra stuff. I was more relaxation type. But yeah, the water was real choppy. The water was real choppy. I don't know what the surge level was. I think it might have been a level 3. I think it was like a yellow. I think yellow is a level 3 down there. I don't know. But I mean, it was safe to go out to a certain distance. But imagine for fishing, it was probably a little choppy. There may or may not have been a few Jaws sightings. Who knows? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Shoot. I think what time? I got to check out of here. What, like 10 in the morning? I'll probably leave before then. I think it's like 10:30. I'll probably leave before then, and then get some good breakfast and do a little bit more exploring before I blow out of this popsicle stand. Head back home. See who we got in chat. Virginia. Always a pleasure to see you. Hope all is well. Oh, different things. Man, I forgot what the guy was said he was fishing for. Uh, he said sometimes he'll catch like what do you say, like Spanish mackerel. I think he said some whiting. Uh, I don't know the specific name. There's a type of fish they call it like redfish or like red rock, something like that. They said they catch a lot of those. Uh, People caught like small sharks. Uh, every now and then people get a stingray or something. Never did. I've never done. Well, I ain't gonna, I've never done any saltwater fishing or any deep sea fishing. Um, I know the concept's pretty much the same. Everything that you're using is pretty much beefier, bulkier. Of course, you're dealing with a lot bigger uh, creature, fish, but no doubt it's the other meat. It's the other meat. Some people give it credit, some people don't. You know, that's one of the things you have to acknowledge here: the possibility of the meat sweats. You know, you can find yourself just going into a convulsion and just realize you haven't even had any meat. You know, you went full vegan 3 weeks ago, and then there you go. Could be meat sweat withdrawals. All right, I think everybody's just naming everything they want to eat right now. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I only went that one, like I said, that one time, but yeah, it was definitely worth it. Yeah, it filled me up. It was like a meal for me. So yeah, you get like two people, two smaller people. Yeah, they'll go in there and feast. They'll feast off one biscuit. They'll just cut that thing down the middle like it's a pie. Get them a cup of coffee, bust a biscuit, cut it in half. Shoot, they're good to go. Mm. All right, I'm locked in. You got me locked in. I'm focused now. Yeah, I don't know if it was snapper. I thought it was something. They called it red something. It was a couple people asked on the pier. They said something about the red something, and then there was like two guys on the beach. They got like this section on the beach, just like sectioned off for people that want to fish from the beach. They got like these long stakes in the ground where they can mount their poles and stuff. But yeah, they said they was doing the same thing, but they said they hadn't had no luck. They ain't had no bites or caught nothing. Oh, there's always a side dish. There's always a side dish to be had. You know what I mean? You know, they got. I don't know. I don't know what side dishes they got. You know, the main. It's one of those rare instances where the main is so good that you don't even have to consider. You know, you're not even getting a menu to the go to even think about it for your next visit. You know what I mean? You're just like, when the next time I come, I just have deja vu, 51st dates syndrome. You know, I forget about it and remember it all at the same time. Yeah, I done ate way too many. I done had too many mains, too many sides today. Uh, Probably I could just eat mains for the rest of next week, and it'll probably balance out with the mains and sides that I've had at different points. You know, see, I had the mac and cheese. I had the mac and cheese today. I did. I ain't gonna lie. When they told us the menu right before we was having lunch, I was a little suspect. I was like, all right, the breakfast and the lunch they fed us yesterday, and the breakfast today was certified. So, but yeah, when they said they finna roll out the red carpet of the fried chicken, the barbecue, the mac and cheese, the collard greens, the cornbread, the peach cobbler, I'm like, all right, y'all got to bring it now. Y'all done laid it on way too thick. You know what I mean? You shouldn't even, if the food's crappy, you shouldn't even announce that there's peach cobbler. Just let the peach cobbler just be a nice little bonus where you people could at least be like, well, the fried chicken was crappy, but at least they had peach cobbler, you know? But it was good though. I don't know who cooked it, but yeah, it was some good stuff. Yeah, they wasn't playing. Yeah, they definitely kept us fed at the training. Breakfast, lunch, uh, snacks, coffee, tea, lemonade, sweet tea, water. I think that was Jerry. Jerry did it. I noticed he kind of went quiet. You know what I mean? He went quiet after the green bean comment. I think sometimes when you get a certain age, just sometimes the simple thought of that item can cause flatulence. Like, if turnips or green beans have that effect on you, it triggers it. It thinks that it's Thanksgiving again in your brain and you're fixing to eat that item. I've seen it happen. I've done it myself. You know what I mean? I've been completely repulsed or turned off or maybe triggered by something. And yeah, just the sheer thought of it. Yeah, no doubt. There you go. It's tricky, man. It's tricky. It really is tricky, because you got to watch the quiet ones. You got to hear the loud ones. You know what I mean? Let's see who we got here. Pegasus. Nice. Don't know if I recognize that name or avatar, but I definitely appreciate you checking in, tuning in. Pegasus. My Southern Georgia dyslexia kicked in, ladies and gentlemen. Pegasus. Nice. I like it. Some groundbreaking stuff, ladies and gentlemen. When pigs fly, could be a sign of things to come. Great things, beautiful things. When pigs fly. Gotta love it. All right, let's see here. I think I've rambled about absolutely nothing for long enough. If you want the asylum doors to be open, give me a 1 in chat. If I get enough responses, then I'll open the asylum doors. 1 for yes, 2 for no. All right, nobody's feeling it. They just said throw away the keys. Might have confused some people. I don't think some people realized there were keys, I can see where that could be a little confusing. It's like, damn, how do we even know we could open the door? We didn't even know we had the keys. We didn't even know we had the key. What do you think this is? Skeleton key? Uh-oh. Cola, good to see you. Let's see here. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to do a recount. I'm going to have to do an official recount. There seem to be a few hanging watts. I think Jerry voted 3. Jerry's just like, the hell with this, I'm just trying to build up my social credit hours on YouTube. Appreciate you for tuning in. All right, good point, Pat. Florida does have the keys. I stand corrected. Where's it at? It's funny you mentioned that. I think I have seen a few ghosts. I think I may have had a few encounters of the I don't know what kind it is. I don't know if it's the second or the third kind. I don't know. There's definitely been some encounters. Definitely down there on River Street. There's all type of different areas with different history, different things. But I was sitting outside here at the Airbnb. I was sitting upstairs on the balcony, kind of like overlooking the street, and it's like that old Savannah style. It's not really like the brownstones, but it's a lot of those houses like right beside each other. You know what I mean? They call it the Victorian district. But anyway, I was sitting outside and I was looking across from upstairs on the balcony, and I was thinking, man, that piece of property over there didn't have no lights on the last couple nights, and it looked like this weird light. It didn't even look like a good light or like a full light. It looked like the only light that was in the room was like maybe from like a lamp that was like on the floor or something. It was just a weird angle, and then it was like this weird shape, and I was like, huh. And then it seemed like a shadow or something moved, and I don't know. It never really had like a clear form or anything, but I said, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I went and took a shower. I said, let me go live. If I go back out there later on and there's some more stuff, who knows? But no, there's always that Could be. There could be. Constantly walking around different parts of Savannah, you'll see the buses rolling. Daytime, nighttime. They have the haunted tours. You can do the ride. You can do a ride on the trolley, or they got some areas that you can just kind of walk around. But yeah, I guess with any place that's old and has a lot of history, there's those areas for places like that happen. There's definitely a lot of stories. Let's see here. I plead the fifth. I got to plead the fifth again, Jerry. I know I've been throwing that out a lot tonight, but unfortunately, I got to plead the fifth, Jerry. Let's see. Somebody's in the back. I can't plead the fifth to that, Jerry. Somebody's in the back. It's dang, I forget the guy's name. What was the neighbor from Home Improvement? The guy that never showed his face. Uh, anyway, welcome up, JG. Welcome up, JG, to the panel, ladies and gentlemen.
Wilson.
What's that?
His name was Wilson.
Wilson. Huh. They always name the guy Wilson. You know what I mean? Wilson. Uh, Dennis the Menace. He was fighting against Mr. Wilson. You know?
Castaway,
Castaway.
the volleyball.
Tom Cruise was talking to the ball. He called Wilson. Man. All right, we got to backtrack a couple steps, JJ. We went way too dark. I didn't even know we could go dark with this 3 words, bro. Hey. Yeah, man, I'm at the beach, bro. I don't even want to see beach balls no more, bro. Nah, man, it ain't been too bad. Hope all is well. Maintaining, keeping the flow going. Oh, and then, oh man, then yesterday, about halfway through training, right before lunchtime, it just started getting like really hot in there. I'm thinking it was just me. I'm thinking, man, it's getting hot as heck in there. And I start looking around the conference room that we was in, and there's other people start fanning. And then I guess somebody went up there and told the instructor, and they made the announcement that they're having technical issues with the AC, and they're working on it. And then, man, yeah, after that, it was just brutal in there. And then we went in there this morning, and they still didn't have it fixed, but they had like these big industrial-sized AC units. They had, like the little mobile AC units. They hook up and have the ducts blowing out. Yeah. Thinking, man, what type of show are y'all running in here?
Yeah, hot days like this, I'm always watching for some bullshit. Some psyop, or you never know what's coming nowadays.
Nah. Even if you don't follow the psyop, it's a non-psyop. You know what I mean? You fell into the non-psyop portion of the pie. The pie chart. Somebody had to fall into that spectrum. Some people don't have faces, and at some point we have to understand some people just don't have faces. Have what you call a faceless syndrome. It's very disturbing, very grotesque. I guess that's why some people always said maybe I had a voice for radio, not so much a face for TV. Just a voice for radio. Preferably silent radio, but they couldn't stop me here. They couldn't stop me on the YouTubes.
I'm tuning in 4,700 feet up in the mountains right now.
Shoot, that was at the game I was at last night. I think it was over 4,700 people. I think they said it was 5,000 something. It was over 5,000 something people. I believe it though. There was people everywhere. I forget the official number, but yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. No Mormons around. No noise.
What you showing us? Where you at?
I'm close to 5,000 feet up in the mountains right now, looking down on Salt Lake City.
Oh, damn. Check you out. Let me see. I'll try to make it bigger. Let's see here. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Check you out. Like you hand
Yeah.
gliding. It's like you hand gliding down to Salt Lake.
I'm waiting for the government helicopters to fly over me and hit me with those frequencies. You know.
You may be good for tonight. I think they probably exceeded their limits over this weekend with different things, different upper aerosol springs. They could be low. So you may be good till, I don't know, probably Tuesday, bro. I say probably Tuesday. You probably got a good 24 hours maybe that you can recuperate.
Well, what I notice is they get me once a month. So once a month, a helicopter or something in the space will hit me. They'll hit me with frequency. Usually once a month.
There you go. Like clockwork. Let's see. Pegasus says the physical, astral, and ethereal realms coming into alignment. Expect to experience ghosts, angels, demons, aliens, and flying pigs, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Just wait until those pigs start flying. That will be the sign. That will be the sign, JG.
Yeah, man. Supernaturalism, man. Fucking. You ever think about aliens when you're high on weed, bro? It's fucking crazy, man.
Hopefully, the aliens aren't thinking about us when they're high. Hopefully they have better thoughts. You know what I mean? Hopefully they're not thinking about us. Damn, check that out. Fires are bad in Spokane. Damn, how about that? We're getting news on Spokane. I didn't even know they had an issue. It's an issue in Spokane, bro. It's on fire.
Oh, man.
Dang,
Spokane's crazy.
they don't sound good. Don't sound like a good time to be in Spokane.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just microdosing you. They're just hitting you with the GMO bug eyes cams. They're bug juicing you. No, that ain't been too terribly bad here. Even where I'm at now, it ain't really been no bugs besides some weird radioactive looking ants that was crawling around earlier. That was about it.
Gotta keep bug spray on you, man, at all times. I learned that over the years. Fuck.
Now I got this I don't know, it seems to work pretty well. It's the Dr. Bronner's like brand of soap. It's supposed to have like I don't know, different like peppermints or some stuff like that. Dude, it seems like if I use that, for the most part, I really don't have no problems. I imagine ultimately it's gonna wear off. I know they don't like certain things like that, but it's all the
Well, see, I wonder
seagulls.
what mosquito. My fault, man.
No, go ahead, bro.
Fucking loud. I wonder what mosquito spray does to us because it is a chemical. There's chemicals in the sprays.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Well,
And you know
go
how
look at some of those old like documentations and stuff when they started putting out like those mosquito foggers, and they'd have like all the like kids in the pool, and they just come beside them with the big fogger, just giving them just a straight dose of that type of stuff. All the way to now, we're in the handheld version. Just get you a can of it. Get you a can of it, spray it right on the biggest organ of your body, your skin.
well, I think it was the U.S. Army. They created DEET.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, I can't confirm it, but yeah, I mean, you think a lot of that stuff has just been compartmentalized and dripped down of something else.
If the military's behind it, you know it's bad. You know it's bad for you. And fuck, man.
It's for your own protection. It's for your own protection, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like everything else they put in a can. You know, ain't too much that they put in a can nowadays. It's been beneficial. You know, I don't know. CNC, cancer in a can. Yeah, there you go. Carcinogenic. Carcinogenic. Gotta love it. Yeah, I think about all that stuff. I don't use none of that type of stuff. You know, ultimately, I can't control what's coming down from the air, what's already in there. You know, but I try to limit direct stuff. Um, yeah. Even the last few times I did use some of that type of stuff years ago, man, I'm like, shoot, man, these bugs ain't, man, it ain't affecting these mosquitoes. They didn't got immune to it, or it's something in it that's drawing them in. You know, seemed like it had the
Yeah.
opposite effect.
Well, I'm still gonna camp outside and fucking sleep outside because that's how I like to live.
Oh,
But
no doubt.
it could be very detrimental to my health doing what I'm doing. Like they could be hitting me with frequencies. It could be spraying shit. Like over the years, I might have you know blood in my brain because of the chemtrails and whatnot.
Yeah, Johnny, you're in California. Be careful, bro. This is how it is. You know, a lot of those things have that weird warning label. You know, may be known to cause reproductive harm in the state of California, allegedly. Damn, that's a lot to put on one state, bro. They got a lot of stuff dealing with it now. Now they're just, you know, now they're the face of the state that's, you know, causing reproductive harm. Man,
Well, I know you guys were talking about coconut water the other night. You guys are saying that's really good for your health. I got 2 cans of that shit earlier. That is good stuff.
yeah, yeah, no doubt.
Oh, I can feel like hydrate me. Like it went to my legs. Like you know how you can feel shit like go to certain spots in your body. I felt that shit go right to my legs, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There used to be a guy that set up out at the flea market. There used to be what was like two families or two crews that sold like vegetables, fruits, and stuff like that. But now it's just one. But the other one, they always had a guy out there that had uh, I forget the difference, but he had like two different kinds of coconuts, you know, and he had some that was just sitting out like, you know, air temperature. Then he had some that was sitting in like ice water to keep them cold. You pick the one you want. He shaves it down and cuts it up in front of you, you know. But yeah, that's some good stuff. It's definitely uh, it's definitely it's a specific taste, you know, especially if you have it straight out the coconut versus, you know, uh, a different version. But yeah, I like it for sure. It's definitely refreshing. It's one of them things either you like it or you hate it. You know, I know there's people that eat coconut, but yeah, just to drink the water, no, that ain't happening. I may have to check. I may have to check down here in Savannah, see if they have any Hope in the Can distributors. I don't know. Trying to network. You know, I'm down here at the port. I'm down here by the port in Savannah. If there's cans of Hope anywhere, I should be able to locate them at some point. I'll make that my side quest tomorrow.
Also, Hope shoes. Obama had Hope shoes.
Hope shoes. There you go. They definitely don't have
Yeah,
that in my side. Bro.
Obama shoes were known to bring hope to people. You put the shoes on, and it brings a lot of hope. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, my foot's too big. If I got one of his pair of shoes, it would probably end up saying hula hoop. Just say hula hoop on the shoes, you know? They think I was a professional hula hooper or something. Like, who is this schmuck? I remember when, when was that? Okay, never mind. I can't remember when the heck that was now. It's been so long ago. The Hope shoes. I think Trump had a pair of shoes that came out.
Trump had a fucking bear, man. Remember the Trumpy bear commercials?
No, I missed that one.
Oh, dude, he had a
Like a teddy bear?
stuffed teddy bear that had like Trump on the teddy bear had
Okay,
a shirt
okay. I
that
think I
said
might have did
"Make
see that one. Yeah. Damn.
Make America Great." I think it was before "Make America Great Again," but it was like Trump. The it said Trump on the T-shirt. Bear had it. Bear had a hat, a Trump hat.
And it was
Fucking
I don't know if it was the same company that made it. Remember, like years ago, the little the thing you could add seen on TV, the little singing fish. You know, it looked like a little fake mounted fish, and then it starts singing to you. I seen on one of them
yeah.
commercials. It was on TV, dude. I thought it was like a gimmick, but I looked it up on my phone. Yeah, it was they had the Trump fish. I forget what it was called. The something. I said, oh man, dude, this is wild. The era of merch, even if it's not like directly affiliated, Yeah, make Chia Pets great again. Just put out an entire presidential lineup of Chia Pets.
Yeah,
You know?
but see, Obama killed it because a lot of people were buying those shoes.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I imagine. Even if it's
I
something
think
we don't support, dude, people's gonna buy it.
I think more people will buy shoes than a bear, a teddy bear. Like, what were you doing there, Trump? The
Oh,
fuck
don't
was
tell
that,
that to
man?
the people
Selling
at the
teddy
Build-A-Bear.
bears?
Yeah,
Trump,
they'll
you're
sell you
selling
the
teddy
bear.
bears? Who the fuck does that, man?
Can't really sell coffee, You gotta sell something. I think I might just start
Fucking Trump.
selling seashells, That'll be my merch. I just start selling used recycled seashells. Just get you a bag of unwashed, unprocessed seashells. Yeah. Oh man. Mary Billy the Bass. Yeah, something. Billy the Bass or one of them type of gimmicks. Yeah, I got one of them things somewhere. Uh, I said, well, this will be one of the useless items that probably get put in a time capsule one day. And people started actually buying it. It became a thing. I'm like, oh man, that was wild. So
Remember
detached from it.
the fidget spinners? People are buying fidget spinners and going crazy
Oh
over
yeah,
that
dude. They
shit.
couldn't stop fidgeting, bro. They didn't realize how bad they had to fidget until they gave them the spinner. Yeah, dude. They out there doing finger Beyblades, bro. They're just finger Beyblading it.
I feel bad for the younger generation because they're getting like the corniest shit, man.
Oh yeah, they're getting one hit wonders, bro. Nothing's lasting.
They're getting terrible technology. They're getting hooked on, tablets, and they're getting hooked on all the mind control items. Where for us growing up, you got 2 years on me. We grew up with awesome shit: CD players, radios, video games.
Johnny
They
said
weren't.
Bush had a pair of shoes. Huh. He had the Iraq shoes in 2003. Huh. Interesting.
Somebody threw shoes at Bush.
Yeah, I remember that clip. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, he ducks him the way he ducks him too.
Yeah. Yeah, he dodged it, but yeah, it was funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
remember
Bush,
that.
like how fast he was, it was like he was a pro boxer. Like his movements, you couldn't see. Like Trump couldn't move like that.
I said, you fool me once, shame on you.
Mushroom cloud.
Shit, ants got seashells older than us, Shoot. Yeah, then there was this one dude walking down the beach, dude. I mean, I don't think he could have had any more. I don't think you could have possibly had or used any more accessories for metal detector than this guy had, dude. He had the Beam Me Up Scotty headphones. He had he had the whole, I don't know what all he had going on, dude. I don't know. He was going down. He was going, I don't know what he was looking for. Like he was at a 1975 GI Joe Vietnam pack. I don't know.
That's the dream for some people, man.
Yeah.
Like growing up, going to the beach every year. Some people move to the beach full time. They're there all year round. And there's that guy. It's like, man, I just want to look for rings, man. That's my goal in life.
Yeah.
Like you work all your whole fucking life just to retire, go to the beach, and then all day you're just looking for gold rings, man.
Yep. He's mortgaged out the next 4 years off gold rings and trinkets.
That's a sad life, man.
I mean, I imagine at one time you probably could, every now and then you might find something, but with more people doing it or people just randomly finding stuff, just sitting there without all the equipment, it's, I don't know. I know some areas I'd like to check it. I like to have a detector, but definitely the beach wouldn't be one of them. And who knows? I wish they had some type of I don't know how they could do it. Some type of detection, like for like stones and different things, Because I know some patches and stuff like that where I found arrowheads. I mean, I could just dig, sift through stuff ultimately, but I don't even know if they could have something like that to detect it or distinguish it. They can do the different like metal types, but I don't know if bone or stone that'd be totally different.
Hey, there was a YouTube channel I found about 10 years ago that they would go gold mining. It was this girl and her husband. They wouldn't talk during the videos. They would just show themselves digging for gold, and they would show
Yeah.
POV angles, and they would pull out pounds of gold. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Every video they're pulling out pounds of gold, huge chunks of gold, and the channel disappeared. But it was there for 6 months, maybe a year. The channel was up, and it was real gold. They were digging into real areas. It wasn't nothing was staged. You could tell that was natural gold. They're up against these creek beds and river beds. I think it was in the Philippines, an Asian. It was some Asian country, and that channel disappeared. But
Oh, dang.
yeah, I remember seeing that. And I'm like, why the fuck am I still here in America? I could go there and you know,
Yeah.
fuck,
Get you a couple
all the
nuggets
gold.
and ride off in the sunset.
Yeah,
That's like most people know of like the big gold rush. What was it in 1849? The big like California gold rush when a lot of people started breaking that way. But there was one I can't remember specific date right off, but it was a little bit before the California gold rush. I think it was known as the first Great American Gold Rush. It was in North Georgia, Dahlonega, Georgia. If you ever look that up, Dahlonega, Georgia. Yeah, there was a ton of people that went out and started finding. Man, there was this guy. I think he was out. He wasn't even looking for gold. Allegedly, he was out looking for like different mushrooms or different things during that spring season, whatever it was, and was up in the mountains just picking around digging for that, and ended up finding some. And ended up finding a pretty substantial nugget. And unfortunately, he told the wrong person, and it just word spread like rapid fire that there was gold in them hills. And yeah, the gold rush of Dahlonega, Georgia.
yeah. But see, if you're finding gold like that, you can't tell anybody. You can't make a YouTube channel about that.
Oh no,
You know,
dude.
I think those people probably got killed, or something happened to them.
Who knows? Yeah. Hopefully not, but yeah.
Right, right. But I guarantee you could go to a different country and find all types of gold.
Yeah. Whatever certain areas or whatever make certain areas more prominent to find them, to find gold deposits or gold things like that. I don't know. Never really looked at much into depth or much science behind it. Don't know if it's something that you could find anywhere. It may just be smaller traces or just certain areas. Is for whatever reason, geographically they just produce it more. Like I forget the name of the volcano, but I read, well, I don't know. I went down this volcano kick one time, and it took me to show this volcano allegedly that was in Antarctica. And I think allegedly it spews over almost $3 million worth of gold out of this volcano annually. You know, I just thought that was pretty wild. Now, I don't know how true it is. I'm not going to go down there and research it, but yeah, the Golden Volcano.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some research and see if there is like an underground gold community on the internet. You know, see if somebody's like leaking what they're finding. You'll see it on YouTube. You'll see these gold miners, but they're not finding anything. But maybe they are finding a lot of gold, and they're just showing you, hey, we found 2 ounces today. People are like, oh, that's great. Meanwhile, they found 5 pounds of gold. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah. I wouldn't show it all either way. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
throw in a few little juicy nuggets, for the channel or whatever. But yeah, yeah, no doubt. Somebody's gonna swear they know where you was at when you got it, and it's just gonna be, you know what I mean? The vultures, they're just gonna ready. They're gonna be ready. There you go. I appreciate that. Continuing to set the standard even for the flying pigs, the angelic like flying pigs that soon shall be dispatched worldwide to every major city near you, allegedly. Yeah, I've never done it myself. I know my granddad had a few buddies every now and then. I mean, it ain't just something you would talk about, but I mean, I have heard them do stuff like that, panning or stuff. Or my granddad said he used to do it up there where he was from, in the foothills of the mountains. Just in little creek beds or little streams that was coming through. I don't think he never hit that 1 grand payday, but if you had the time and you had a good little source, man, you could just kind of stack it up slowly but surely.
Who do you think Pegasus is?
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say sometimes. It's hard to say. Sometimes certain people give it away when they have like a certain cadence or like. It's hard to sometimes always hard to tell a tone in text. But some people even they always text the same, just like they always talk the same. But I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I just sit back and watch and play dumb, man. That's all I do.
Okay. Mary Freeland says lots of quartz on land means gold near you. Got plenty of white quartz here. Huh. Yeah, I was gonna say there's gotta be like specific like geological signs or something, that people go off of. A lot more than just, pointing and say, all right, let's try over here, boys. Gotta be some type of marker geographically or whatever it is in the soil. Imagine waterways and stuff like that definitely help. Washing stuff down from the mountains or wherever. But I mean, as vast as this country is and as vast as this world is, there's places out there. I don't know where they are. I don't know how much, but In my small mind, I believe there's still some out there. Heck, I remember, shoot, that's all. That was like 1/3 of the commercials you saw late night coming up in the 90s or the 2000s. We'll buy your gold. We'll buy your gold and your precious metals, you know? We know you have too much. We know you can't do anything with it. Please sell it to us for pennies on the dollar.
Well,
Could be
that's the thing.
some.
They didn't want anybody having gold back in the day because if they still had all that gold, they'd have a shitload of money now, right?
Yeah. And that's like,
I mean, the profit, if you can profit, what, like 2,000% in 20 years? Fuck, man.
oh, yeah, yeah. The long game, yeah. If you could just wait it out, no doubt, yeah. I mean, that's what the powers that shouldn't be do. You know what I mean? They ain't waiting for the next day or next week. Shoot. They got so many different things set up on a long term basis. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, stuff that they won't ever see or touch. It just gets passed on to the next one.
Yup.
Oh, no. These clowns ain't worrying about the power bill or the rent. Shoot. They're the ones orchestrating the board. They only
They
get
got all the
replaced or excommunicated. You know what I mean?
they got all the money in the world. I watched a Bill Cooper interview recently when he's talking to Alex Jones, and he's just saying that, you know, they were paying $2 to get a dollar's worth of fucking oil. Whose $2 were they using? They were using the tax money to get a dollar's worth of oil. We're paying for the oil and they're selling it all over the country to France. They're selling it to Russia, you know, all for our money. And they got all the money in the world, man.
There you go. You turn something that doesn't even exist anymore to something that's worth a few dollars. That's a win, man. You know? The mythological artifacts that once were known as pennies.
Yep.
That was really the only thing I really could uh, have something bad to say about the Savannah Bananas baseball game is it was all cashless. You know? I was prepared either way. I was hoping it would have been cash option, but yeah, that was the only thing I could say I was really disappointed about. Ask Skynet how many gold mines in the known world. Oh yeah, just ask Skynet, ladies and gentlemen. Ask your neighborhood friendly Skynet. Yeah, yeah. Keep funneling the rogue AI, the rogue AI syndicates. Oh man, I think they said AI already went rogue allegedly. It's nice.
I use
Oh,
AI to ask questions like, what is this versus this? What is supernaturalism versus reasoning? And it's funny, it'll tell you the truth. It won't give you. Sometimes it'll give you disinfo on things, but usually it'll tell you the truth about the all the propaganda, all the nonsense. You gotta
oh,
you gotta ask the right questions though.
oh yeah. Yeah, I run across channels that's all they do. They just sit there and have a conversation or ask the different AI bots different things, you know?
No, I'm not gonna have a conversation with a robot. I'll type it in like it's Google. But I mean, dude, imagine just sitting back for hours talking to AI. that's when you know you've kind of lost yourself. You're getting, you're getting consumed by their technology,
Yeah,
and
they
then that
pretty much
becomes a
got you.
habit. That becomes a habit, and then you're doing that every day, talking to fucking AI, and they're
Yep.
giving you disinfo. They're giving you, fuck that, man. That's how they're gonna. That's the operation. How they're gonna dumb us down. That's how they're gonna dumb down your cognition, your reasoning skills. Proper exercise of the mind is, you know, not what they want.
I think it's definitely made a big part of it for sure. No doubt.
And I'm sure AI, like, once it figures out, oh, this person's a Christian, it'll just fucking give you all the Christian, propaganda. Oh, this person's big into you know, aliens and whatnot. It'll give you all the propaganda on the aliens, fooling you.
Oh yeah, it's fully self algorithm. And it's all triggered. It's triggered in different ways. It's triggered by you. If people hit the thumbs up or they hit the thumbs down, it's triggered if you like on Facebook and stuff. You leave the different reaction emojis. It's all triggered and activated by those. Even if you don't hit a thumbs up or hit a thumbs down or hit any of those interactions, they still have a backup plan, a fail safe. If you watch any portion of the video, I don't know how long a video you have to watch before it clicks in the algorithm. I think it's probably different for each social media or platform. But even just clicking and watching, 15, 20 seconds of this video over a certain period of time, and people's like, man, why do I keep seeing this crap? You know, because I mean, it's just certain things they push in there, but certain things it's just kind of like algorithm based. Even the stuff you don't like, it senses you interacting with it. It senses you doing something with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
But it is,
Centaurs.
it is, definitely is going over people's heads, the algorithm and then stuff, stuff they're pushing you.
Oh, it ain't got to go around their heads no more. It's in their heads. It's in their heads, out of it, around it. Not everybody, you know. I think some people, a lot of people, they don't watch much television or have that much interaction. So, as far as any type of AI interaction or involvement, this would probably be about as close as it gets. Watching somebody else show a broadcast, uh, you know, nothing they're really doing or producing, just viewing something like this.
Yeah, well, this is how you find out the truth. The person I'm working with right now, I was telling him, I was like, look, like mainstream media, it's all disinfo, it's all misinfo, it's all a psyop, right? The people you gotta, like the real people or the people that are canceled, the people that are silenced, they're the people with the truth. And even some of those people are pushing, even some of those people are still hoodwinked and they're pushing false narratives. And, you can see they're still, I mean, we're all still conditioned and indoctrinated, but
No doubt.
they're 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 the people to go to.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
think
got to
some
figure
get
it out.
silenced definitely on purpose, and then there's definitely whatever percentage of some that maybe give the optic to look like they're silenced just to create or push a certain narrative or a directive. They never really were canceled. It was just the optics. They just removed them just to create that narrative or create that that talking point.
True, yeah, true.
It's just
But look at
whoever it may be. I don't
Alex
know.
Jones. I saw
Yeah.
a video today. Alex Jones is anti-Trump now. He was dick riding Trump for years, and now he's against Trump. I'm watching No More News, and Adam Green's like, Trump's a Zionist. Trump's not going to change, because I guess people are saying, oh, Trump has changed. People are fucking retarded, man. Trump he's a Zionist. He is a puppet for the imperialists. That dude is not changing. He's an actor, right? He's telling you, he could tell you, oh yeah, I'm changing. I'm not. We're getting rid of this. No, no, no. It's all there. There's a fucking 50-year program they're following. You know, Trump's just he's all talk. He's a pimp. He's pimping on all of us. But he's a hoe to the pimps. And then Jones is the same way. It's all bullshit, man.
Yeah, I guess whatever level it is, I guess as the goat of all media would say, even at the highest level of pimping, you have to be some level of understanding the other aspect, the whatever it is, uh, no doubt you have to understand both, even if you're performing or doing this thing, you have to understand how easily it could flip. They just bank on the confusion, the chaos, the not knowing. Sometimes it's not even the plethora of information that people could absorb and possibly learn. It's just uh, unknowing, unlearning all the stuff that they just poured on, and calcified our, whatever thought or being we could have had of learning some form of truth. You got to declutter and shake all that stuff off, or you can even
right,
begin to penetrate and get something to absorb of some value.
right. Trump is not unwittingly doing things. Alex Jones is not. They're just full of shit. They're con artists.
It's like, damn, I was thinking of a point and I lost it, but yeah, excuse me. The salt's in the air. The salt, the atmosphere, the overwhelming oxygen producing Spanish moss is doing something to me. You know, I like it. I don't really think of myself right now. Global conversion. You know, it's why like certain terms where people say like first world or second world. I don't even know what second world countries are. It's like if they use it, it's either a first world country or a third world country. I'm like, well, damn, just yeah, let's just leave the second world countries out of it. Maybe they wanted to get some props for being the gold. The gold stand. I mean the silver standard of world living. But I don't think there's like really. You may have certain aspects or certain things like that of the world, but the people, there's definitely a lot like third world people. Some of their governments and stuff like that. But none of the governments, all the governments on the global scale, or all the uh, different meetings that they all attend globally. They all promote, let you know they're all going there. They're all, they're all first class, first world. No doubt. But the people, I mean,
It's
whatever.
also it's also all these countries are under the United Nations, and who runs the United Nations is the United States. So a lot of these countries are under the United States, and it's a third world country. It's under the control of the United States. You know, we're
Got
fucking in the third world.
it's in the name, United Nations. Yeah, I think what's
China's
that?
got the China's got the social credit system. I mean, they're fucked, man. The Chinese. That's what we're hitting for. I mean, that social credit system is gonna in the future that's gonna be American.
It's definitely it's definitely coming. Uh, It's definitely not going to be like, I don't think, we're just going to wake up tomorrow and it's just going to be transition. But I mean, it's slowly but surely. It's not even something that's happened within the last decade. It's been slowly but surely metamorphosizing and changing and redeveloping since whenever they came out with like the first debit cards or credit cards, in this system. What was it, in the 70s, the 60s, or the 70s? It was a slow morph ultimately, you know. We've really been into digital for so long. I mean, people still have cash, but you think about how much of everything is done electronically or just through that type of system, all those algorithms, all those databases, they've already been fully established. Most people, they
Yeah.
already, if you paid with anything digitally over the last 10 to 20 years, they already have like a basic digital footprint.
Well, see, is China killing off its people?
No, why would the
Like,
government do that to their own people, JG?
no, no, no. But that's what I'm saying. I'm naive to like what China's doing if they're killing off their people the way the United States is killing off their people. The United States is going to kill off the people here, and as they're killing it off, the social credit system is going to come into play. So they're going to thin out the herd. But is China doing that right now?
I
As they
mean,
have their social credit system?
I don't know. Maybe my brain is so warped. I mean, I just automatically assume these things are always going behind the scenes. Even if I don't never do like any deep dives on what China's doing, even if it's just presented just on face value. I mean, just the stuff we've seen that our own government has done to us over a period of time, to think that another uh, allegedly top tier nation, top three, top five nation in the world wouldn't do the same things, especially different videos we've seen over different times, different protests, different events. I mean, you don't even got to factor in COVID. You just can erase COVID from your mind altogether and still come up with a certain conclusion. Uh, but
Yeah, but
I mean,
and look at
videos.
what look at COVID, right? The United States put the blame on China.
Oh yeah. I mean, now what's it? We're 6 years removed. Now they got Fauci up there in front of all these people pleading the fifth. Did a record plead the fifth. Guinness, right after that, Guinness Book of Records contacted him. He's going to be in the next edition of Guinness Book of Records as the most consecutive confirmed I plead the fifth. I mean, we're 6 years removed, and this dude's pleading the fifth. The lawyer's getting kicked out of the proceedings.
Yeah, but I wonder what the hell all that was. They put Fauci in place, and their plan, the 10-year plan was to 5-year plan was to, all right, we're gonna have him as the head guy, then we're gonna just fucking ruin him.
Who knows? I forget specifically. I know he's been in the spectrum that I don't know to what role, but I know he's been involved with like several different presidents or different administrations. Maybe not the presidents directly, but several different administrations over several decades of research. Uh, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just so many different optics. I mean, it's me personally. I highly doubt anything like breaking or anything groundbreaking will happen because of it. Could be. You know, but I don't know. It's just so many different optics at play. I mean, it's weird. I mean, heck, we're 6 years removed from COVID. It don't even seem like it. Let's see here. Tribe, good to see you. Appreciate you checking in, tuning in. Let's see here. Identity is illusion of separation. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Yeah, I don't know. China.
Identity is still different though.
Mm, interesting stuff, though. And it's an election year. They definitely wouldn't let a good opportunity go to waste, even if they could inflate something to a certain degree. Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't know. What's China's biggest challenge? It's dealing with the rise of ambition. Oh, I could see. I could see. You know, I mean, they face different levels of it. Culturally or geographically where they are positioned on the rock. But yeah, same things we're getting. Different scales, different terms, different waves. Could be. Could be that constant duality of frequency energy, you know what I mean? Let's see, we got all type of chaos in the back chats, the back rooms. Who we got back here? We got Bonnie's, ladies and gentlemen. Wake him up, Bonnie's.
Thank you. Is it working? Is my mic working?
Yep.
Think so. Check, check.
Okay. You never know.
Never know.
You have been putting out some good videos. I'm really enjoying them. It's good to see you having a good time. Peaceful.
Oh, yeah. There's people everywhere. Yep. It's my last night here down here in Savannah. I'll be making it back home at some point tomorrow. Yeah. It was a good run. Some people say it was one of the better runs they've ever seen, in a 4-day span. So I'll take that.
Did they play again tonight?
Yeah, they had a game again tonight. They had they played it. They played they played here the whole weekend. They played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they played tonight. I don't know if they play Sunday, but yeah, no, I think they're off tomorrow. But yeah, they played 3 games down here in Savannah.
Dang.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's hard to see everything that's going on because there's stuff going on all around you on the field, in the stands.
Yeah.
Feel like you're in the game. You got to keep your head on the swivel. You don't want to catch a bat or a T-shirt to the side of the neck.
Right. Yeah, they seem to keep the entertainment going all around.
Oh yeah, it's nonstop. People's dancing, the crowds. They're playing music. The crowds all getting into it.
Yep. Were you singing Yellow?
No, some songs I don't sing, Bunny. I do have certain songtisms.
I love that song.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different song. Maybe I don't. I don't know.
The whole stadium sang it the night you were there.
Yeah, it was a blur. Some things are a blur,
yeah.
Bunny.
Oh, okay.
You have certain peaks of adrenaline. It kind of, neutralizes your memories. They kind of come and go.
And they lit the lighters. They lit the lighters. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you.
Okay, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I was looking for my lighter and I couldn't find it. It was in my other pocket. Yeah, I had my overly compensated shorts with way too many pockets. Every time I put those on, I'm like, where the hell do I feel like I need to go camping or somewhere?
Darn. I was imagining you just singing your heart out with them.
I probably was. I probably was singing it. You probably didn't see me. You probably just seen some schmuck knocking people over in the background. Was probably looking for his lighter. That was probably me. Yeah, it's nonstop. Before the game starts, during the game, after the game, they bring the whole band and the whole squad out, and they walk around the stadium, and they got this big stage set up out front, and they play music and get the crowd pumped up for about another 30 minutes. Then they just all disperse.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, wow.
Thank
Would you say you enjoy baseball games the same way you did when you were younger?
Probably different. It was different. Like
Yeah.
as a kid, I never played baseball. As a kid, it was a little bit different. I didn't watch a whole lot of it. When I did, it was usually with my granddad. So, I mean, of course, there would be that type of connection or memory to that. But now it's a little bit different. And then baseball is one of them sports. It just, unless you're a diehard fan, it just kind of sucks to watch it on TV. It's kind of like drawn out. It's a little bit different in person. But, yeah, the game I went to, the Savannah Bananas, dude, yeah, you definitely can enjoy it. Kids, adults. Oh, the kids love it. The kids, oh man, they go nuts over it. The kids is down there trying to tear the gates down, trying to rush them. Like the groupies, like the band groupies.
Yes.
Dude, the grown men's out here trying to keep all these kids back. They're trying to bombard it to get autographs and stuff.
That's cool.
And they're constantly running through the stadium in between plays and stuff. Just, they got all type of little gimmicks and stuff. And then once you get in there, not all the food, but all the basic food's free. The hamburgers, the cheeseburgers, hot dogs, chicken sandwiches, fries, popcorn, sodas, water, all that's free. All that's included with your ticket. But if you want like extra stuff like liquor, candy, beer, yeah, you got to pay for those. But
So, I mean, you don't have to give me an exact amount. Tickets run in the hundreds.
oh yeah, shoot, the price is one thing, but shoot, trying to get one even if you can't afford it, just the demand. I mean, it's ridiculous. If you want to see a game, you better plan out like months ahead of time because their games sell out months ahead of time. As soon as they announce that they're going somewhere, they're pretty much sold out.
What's wrong with
But
that, Huckleberry?
but
Okay.
go. It happens, I might have mentioned my YouTube channel out to a couple of the cougar dwelling establishments down here. So who knows? We may have a few watcher waiters, non-participators. But what was I saying about the thing? The tickets. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Couple. They could range you a couple $100. No doubt. It's just blown up so big and the demand is so high. It's crazy. And it's crazy how that dude started out. Him and his wife. It was 2015. There was a local minor league. I know most people probably don't care, but I'm finna tell you the story anyways. But there was a local minor league baseball team that was at Grayson James Stadium. It was there from it was the Savannah Sand Gnats. The Savannah Sand Gnats minor league baseball team. They were there from 1984 until 2015. 2015 was their last season. They closed them down and discontinued them. And they were going to tear that stadium down, do away with it, whatever. But this guy, his name slipped my mind. A guy, him and his wife, they took everything they had, sold everything they had. They had this a vision or whatever to do baseball. And it started out as just a summer league. Like teams could come and they could have like a summer league to keep fresh and stuff during the season. And they joined I think they joined the East Carolina College League. They played with them. So eventually they just broke off and became their own entity. And it just morphed into what they are now. Now they're selling out Major League Baseball stadiums, NFL, wherever they'll let them play a game at, they're selling out. There ain't an empty seat in the house.
And that's
Yeah,
what it seems, that it could get more popular than regular baseball because they're making it fun. They're cutting up, but they are amazing players, even with all their silly shenanigans.
oh yeah, they're all top tier athletes. Some of them's champions. Some of them's been in the. Some of them has won at the collegiate level. Some of them was like high tier collegiate players. Some of them's made it into the MLB, uh, Golden Glove winners, and then yeah, no doubt. Now the game itself, now like them trying to like play and actually win, now that's real. But like all the different like flips and dance routines and all the stuff they do in between, all that's rehearsed, you know, and
Mm,
planned. They have all that planned out. You know, as soon as the song plays, they know to go over, be at a certain spot. But yeah, the game aspect, yeah.
yeah.
But they got the one guy out there. Was it the world's tallest pitcher? He comes out there and he's when his stilts is on, he's like 10'6". He's out there pitching and hitting with stilts. He hit it
I,
last night. Shit, he almost made it to first base. If he wouldn't have had his stilts on, he could have made it. You know, he
I
was running
know.
faster than some people without them.
I couldn't believe he was running on the stilts.
Oh
Dang.
yeah, that's his gimmick. You know, that's his role on the team. Stilts.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's got their little gimmick, their little thing they do.
That was my nickname at one point, Stilts. I got
Yeah.
tall, man. Late bloomer, my bones stretched out. Heard
How tall
somebody
are
call
you?
me Stilts.
How tall are you,
How
JD?
tall?
Yep.
6'1", but my bones are thin and long.
Yeah.
So I look, I got them weird legs, you know.
Weird
Nice.
leg.
Nice body type. It's very specific.
Right.
Definitely very specific.
Lanky. I think that's
Nah,
what we
I'm
call it.
athletic as hell. I just have thin bones. I guess lanky is like
Exotic. It's exotic body.
nah, lanky's what, like flimsy? Somebody that's not athletic.
No, that's not the way I think of it. Lanky is just tall and thin.
Okay.
Let's look up look up the
Yeah, I didn't know that
definition.
either. I didn't know you could be athletic and lanky. That's new.
All right. Tall, dark, and handsome. Is that is that better?
I don't know.
Hey, Pilgrim.
That's all fine and dandy till she can't see, Bonnie. You know, she don't know all those things. You know,
Oh, she knows. Don't
she
worry.
just got to do face braille. You got to do face braille on you to see what you look like. Yeah.
Tall, thin, and loose jointed.
Nice.
That's lanky.
Nice. I like it. It's pretty specific. I like it. I like details. It's the brain churning. Oh man.
What, are you gay, man?
No, no. Not in the least
Alright.
little bit.
Oh my goodness.
No, not my cup of tea. You know. There may be a few come here that you know you just never really know about. And that's cool. Don't expect me to know. If you don't know, I definitely can't help you.
Yeah. I'm sure the princess could vouch for that. Maybe.
Damn, we got people suffering from LBS.
The who?
Damn. Damn, we got a bad case
Princess.
of LBS over there.
Bonnie the who?
The princess.
Who's that?
You're just gonna have to watch sometime, JD.
The
Who is
world
it?
may never know.
Who is it?
It's like a Princess Peach, but not really. It's like it's the princess of Banana Land.
Nah, but who's Bonnie? Bonnie, who are you talking about?
That's who I'm talking about.
Who?
She wears this big yellow formal gown. She's cute in the banana baseball games.
Damn. Virginia says worst pickup lines ever. Worst pickup lines ever. For 1,000, Alex. And she made it a true daily double.
Oh
That was
man, I
just a
can't
question.
think of any of them right now. There's
See,
been some bad ones.
some people, they say they're just too good for male intimacy. You know? Some people are just too good for it.
I just asked, man, because I was like, the shit you were saying, I was like, hold up, I gotta ask this question. The way people respond to shit sometimes and what they're saying, and it's like, hold up, I gotta ask this question.
Yeah, you gotta appreciate you keeping me in check, you know?
Who's
Because
too good for male intimacy?
some people can, man or women, you know? It's gender
Male
fluid.
intimacy it's dysfunctional.
Well, now wait a minute.
Or male to male intimacy, that's dysfunctional.
Okay.
Yeah. When I was in jail, this kid schooled me on the shit. He's like, dude, there's like a whole shitload of gay male cops in here, and I'm just sitting back watching. And I would ask the dude, like, that dude, he's like, yeah, these people, this person, and the gay cops started fucking with the whole cell, and the straight cops wouldn't play any games. So I'm just sitting back watching this shit. You know, this is all allowed by the courts or allowed by the system.
Yeah.
So you got these dysfunctional, predator police in there.
Yep. Watch out for the guards.
And
Yeah,
you
watch
can't
out.
have a problem with it, right? You can't have a problem with it.
Hmm. Baloney.
Mac
You go
attack.
in there, you can't have a problem with child molesters. Say you do something to a child molester, they're giving you more years, right? They're giving you more time. They'll flip everything on you. Oh, this is a hate crime. Oh, this is this. This is this. They got you cornered, and they're using the dysfunctional fucking scumbags in there for the system's own advantage. As
Well,
you guys know,
every,
I'm sure. No shit, you guys know this, but I'm just saying when you're in jail, you see it firsthand, and you're like, holy shit, It's one thing to talk about, but to see it, it's fucked.
well, that's the same with everything. When people talk about um anything that going kinetic is they don't realize the last thing I would ever want to do is take a life. And
Last thing you
but
would ever want to do is take a life.
yes,
I mean, Bonnie's. Uh,
I'm just saying
you
it's a
wouldn't.
whole lot different whenever it actually happens than talking about it.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm just getting triggered right now.
I'm
There are
sorry, I didn't
lives to
mean
be
to
taken.
trigger you.
No, I'm thinking there are lives to be taken. Honestly, there are lives that should be people that should be killed. But
Well, that's possibly true, but I don't want to be the one. I mean, if I have to, But I'm just saying it's not something that someone should look forward to. I don't feel like.
Yeah, I
And here
struggle
we
with
go,
here we go. What?
Mister.
Here we go again. What?
I think chat got triggered.
Chat?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't even know what's happening right now.
Yeah, Bonnie's. I'm trying to communicate. I don't know what the fuck Bonnie's communicating.
I don't either.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
There you go.
Carry on, Watt.
That's a that saying ain't true anymore, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game. It's a whole different world now. Most of these players work for the game.
Yeah, they're getting played and pimped themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eh,
Pat knows what's up. Where's Pat? Night pill. Just take the blue pill.
just take the blue pill. Yeah, right. Johnny says JGA question is phony pickup line. Johnny. Johnny, I already know you're. I already know who you are, man. It already crossed my mind you might be a faggot because you played the same faggot games the gay cops in fucking jail played, man.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I got you on record, Johnny, of a whole bunch of shit, man. Like these live streams, you can go back and review this shit, and you will see that you're on some bullshit. Look at your profile picture, man. That's gay as fuck, dude. Like, what the fuck is that? You when you're 18, gay as shit with that gay ass haircut? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Nice. You didn't
Good
know you was
times.
gonna get a pop up, and you got a pop off, pop in, pop out. Great stuff.
There's the weasel.
I think I might have been reminded while I was on vacation to begin with.
Well, I mean, shit. Why? Your little minions want to take it there, man. I'll fucking come right back at you.
Oh, I don't have
Johnny's
any
a bitch.
minions. I don't
Johnny's
have
a
any
straight
minions.
up pussy, man.
Whatever any disagreement somebody may have, they can address that in their own time. You know what I mean? No offense to anybody here, but I don't care about anybody's disagreements, metaversal disagreements. I don't really care. I got enough of my own disagreements that I'm trying to work through and battle through. You know, if somebody's got a problem and I make them find a solution or help resolve it, then let it be. But for the most part, dude, I don't care about anybody's independent childhood, high school disagreements, dude. No offense to you or no offense to anybody else. You know, there's a lot of things I do care about. Some things I probably care about too much. But hell, I got enough of my own imagined disagreements I'm trying to battle through and get through. Shoot. I wanted to get mad about everybody that popped off or got sideways in chat. Shoot, I can make a whole live stream about that. You know what I mean? I
Right.
can call people out. I can not call people at all. You know what I mean? I can say a lot of
Right,
things,
but
but I'm just not that type of person.
nobody's coming at you with some punk ass angle, right? That's what I'm saying.
You know, I'm not
This ain't a
discrediting
Madden.
anything. You know, I'm not discrediting anybody's whatever may happen. I'm just saying it's just I'm not trying to promote or I'm not trying to do any of that here. You know what I mean? I tried to come on, have a little pop up live if somebody wanted to join, add some conversation. You know,
Oh, now you're taking this route. All right, man.
no, I'm not taking any. I'm taking my route. I'm not being specific on anybody. I'm just speaking just generally. You know what I mean? You know, didn't really look to solve no world problems tonight, but you know. I'm taking stand on whatever route or whatever hill somebody wants to put me on. I don't care. I don't put myself on any type of hill or any type of pedestal. I don't direct or push anything here. Whatever hill, whatever stance somebody wants to take, that's up to them. I may support it, I may promote it, I may can align with it, but ultimately that's them. I might have
Yeah,
viewed and tuned into a lot of
I'm
different.
still gonna I'm still gonna fucking shit on people that are trying to come at me and fucking. I mean, I've noticed since day one, most of you people are indirect. You're just on some indirect punk shit. So it's like, all right, you know, I talked to Bonnie backstage, you know, talk to her genuinely, no indirect bullshit, and then it's like, all right, the live is just you guys enable these pussy motherfuckers that are indirect fucking weirdos. Johnny's a fucking weirdo. That's
Everybody's
all
a
I'm saying.
weirdo. Everybody can be called a weirdo from some different position.
But
You
you
know what I
see,
mean?
you're trying to justify it, man. See, this
I'm
is the
not
bullshit.
justifying anything. I'm just trying to come to a
Everybody's
rationality
a
or
weirdo.
conclusion to the fact that I really don't give a damn and don't want to talk about these childhood, high school disagreements. I'm trying to be polite and cordial and trying to be indirect without being too direct to really iterate the point again that I don't give a damn about it. If you got some type of feelings or some type of animosity, address it somewhere else other than here. You know what I mean? I appreciate your insight. I appreciate you being here. But other than that, I don't care about what drama somebody's got going on. You know what I mean? What I tolerate is what I tolerate. What I put up with is what I put up with. I don't go to somebody else's thing and just start addressing. If I wanted to call somebody out, I could call somebody on every single probably channel that I go to. I really don't care. If they don't address me, they don't address me.
Man, this is backwards.
It may seem backwards. We're in a backwards and perverse world. I'm just telling you how I feel. Maybe it's me. You know?
JG, there. A lot of us have been together for the past 6, 7 years,
What does that mean,
and
though? You ain't gonna
it means
fucking come at me with that bullshit.
it means that we have made
It means
some.
that the go along, get along shit is all you guys want. You want go
mm,
along to get along, but at the same time, you'll be indirect punk fucking, you know, kooks. And then
Means
it's like,
we
oh,
felt.
you got somebody that'll come back at you and put you down, right? And you're like, fuck, he's ruining the go along to get along fucking dysfunction. Oh, what the fuck?
One thing about
We
it, can't
can't,
nobody
we
ruin
can't.
anything here. If anything, I could just, if I just really wanted to, I could kick everybody from the back. Ultimately, I don't need anybody up here. I can come up here and present my own ramblances. There's nobody that can distract me, anybody other than myself, you know? I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
I entertain a lot of things that some people don't entertain. You know, for that simple fact, I would expect that some people would give a little bit of understanding and consideration. You know what I mean? You know, I
Oh,
do understand.
I'm very considerate, man. I've been very considerate, but
I
sometimes you just
appreciate
gotta
that.
fucking shit back on these fucking bitch ass motherfuckers, man. And if you got a problem with that, you ain't fucking real.
If you can't understand the point I'm coming from or anything that I've set up to that, maybe it's just not me in question. You know what I mean? I'm not begging
Fuck,
or
man.
demanding anybody to come up here. You know what I mean?
Th- This is what's fake about the fucking live stream shit, man. You're going Telcat right now. The fuck out of here, man. You gonna silence me and censor me? Fucking do
No,
it, man.
at one point have I silenced you or censored you. You're still
No,
here. You're still
I'm
talking.
saying, are you
Never
gonna
kicked you.
silence or censor me? Then fucking do it, man. You ain't gonna psych me out.
I mean, there's no psych out. I mean, we're just trying to talk, kind of come to some resolution here. You know, you got a disagreement with somebody, okay, work it out. You know, you've
Ain't
addressed
no
the
fucking
grievance.
disagreement. What the fuck are you even talking about? You see, you're talking like Talcott now, man.
All right, dude. You have a point. Is there something you like to just get off your chest? Just say it now. Just go ahead. Have free.
I just made the point. You're not using the right words.
Okay,
You're
maybe I'm
not
not
even. You're
using the
not
right
even.
words, dude. I've
No,
never
I'm just
claimed to
saying
be a
you're not even.
wordologist. You know, never been claimed
You're
to be a
not even being.
wordologist.
You're not being cognitive.
Okay, I'm not. I'm on.
And
I'm
I'm
on
not.
vacation. I'm not trying to think about childhood disagreements. Of course, my mind is not triggered on a barbaric animal-like instinct like most people walk around every day with their thumb up their ass and their finger up their nose, wondering why they're constantly confused. That's why I'm not on that state of mind right now.
What the fuck is the childhood disagreements? Like, is that some projection on your part?
You're arguing
Who
with
the fuck you
somebody
think you're
over an
talking
avatar in chat that called you gay. That's like a child on Fortnite getting mad because they don't have a new skin, dude. It's just childlike. People, normal adults just don't go around arguing about stuff like that. You find a point, you find a resolution.
It's
Even
not a
though,
fucking argument. The dude's fucking dissing me, you dumb fuck.
okay, it's an argument. You're getting mad. You're going back and forth. That
No,
is an
it's
argument.
not an argument. It's not a fucking argument. Once again, we're like you're
So
using
what is it then?
words
What do
that
you
don't
call it? What do
apply.
you call it then? If it's not an argument and it's not a disagreement, then what is it?
It's fucking a diss. You know what a diss is?
Oh, there you go. It's a disagreement. There you
No, it's
go.
a disrespect, you dumb fuck. It's not a disagreement, Talcott.
Okay.
Hey, you don't need to be calling names. Come on.
There you go.
No, it is what it is.
Bonnie, you can't control me. You can't, like, come on.
I'm not trying to control you. Just have some respect for the channel that you're sitting
All right,
in.
now, see,
I'm not
this is
dropping
where
the link. I'm not
you
dropping the
guys
link in
you
chat.
guys
It's
are
already done
doubling
went way too
down.
far. All right,
You guys are
go ahead.
doubling down now. You're doubling down now, right? Somebody disrespects you, then you say some shit back to him, and then Bonnie's gonna say, "Hey, don't be disrespectful. Get the fuck out of here."
Well, I
Bonnie,
don't.
you don't know what the fuck real is, Bonnie. Real could fly over your head and say, "Hey, Bonnie," and you wouldn't even recognize it.
Anything else?
Oh,
Anything else? Anybody want to say while they're on panel? Just go ahead and just get it all out. Let it be said. Let it be known. Just
Yeah,
get it out.
Bonnie's a dumb fuck. There you go. Bonnie's a dumb fuck.
All right, Bonnie.
What's
Thanks.
his
oh,
name? Johnny's a fucking little punk bitch.
All right, there we go.
Virginia's
wow.
a weirdo.
All right.
Damn.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. This is the absolute mental, spiritual, and physical decay that we experience here in the United States in America. It's just absolutely phenomenal, you know? Silly me, you know? Thinking just do a little check in, do a little conversation, see what's going on. Nope. World's still a shit show. World's still a shit show. People can't seem to just have a common ground, have a common understanding, you know? Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I just expect too much from the disheveled, disfranchised, disillusioned society that we have today. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's me. Silly of me to think to come on this metaversal stage and find other humans that want to have a simple conversation, even if it's just simply about nothing, you know? Because people are just so stuck in their imagined disagreements. And you wonder why the powers that shouldn't be look down on the masses as if they're peasants, you know? They need more laws. They need more statutes, more disciplines, more things to keep them suppressed. You know, they can't seem to do it themselves. Just look at them. Look at them on the social medias. Man, it's fascinating. I don't care who I sound like, who you think I may sound like, who you think I may replicate. I don't care about any of that. Ultimately, I'm me. We're all a reflection or a perception or a reality of something that we've experienced or heard at some point. You know, I try to be whatever the words is, you know. I'm not a wordologist. I use the wrong words, so be it. You know, if it's so much of an issue, put it in an email, put it in a chat after the fact, then I'll address it. You know, maybe I'll look into getting another Hooked on Phonics subscription. You know, Rosetta Stone. Maybe that'll help. It's just fascinating. It's just fascinating. You know, it's fascinating the human species. Ultimately, no disrespect to anybody. You know, didn't mean any disrespect to anybody. Definitely not one to suppress or silence people, but when it just gets ridiculous, when we get reduced back to Neanderthal ways of thinking, you know, it's crazy. Oh no, I've been calm for a long time. It's just, you know, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Silly me. Silly me. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Yeah, I don't care what your political orientation is, what your spiritual orientation is, what your zodiac sign is, what your sexual orientation is. I don't care if you got 5 wives, 10 husbands, you know. Ultimately, I don't care about none of that. JG, you can call it whatever you want. I love you. Converse with you on different levels on this YouTube realm, you know. Never silence you, never suppress you, but, you know, sometimes it's just too much, bro. I understand. I understand different characters, different people trigger different things, disrespect. I do understand that, you know. I can't say that I tolerate disrespect, but definitely just wasn't the venue. Definitely just wasn't the time, unfortunately, you know. Maybe go get you a sandwich, get you some beef jerky, get you a Coca-Cola, put you a pack of peanuts in it, you know. Who knows? Maybe I ate too much today that I'm delusional. I'm disfranchised, you know. I've saturated my own body with enough mains and sides to just completely confuse my own mind. Sherry, good to see you. No, I mean, ultimately, you know, it's something that everybody can work on. It's not the same for everybody. But no, it's definitely something we could all work for. Me personally, I'm in no competition with nobody. No offense. I love and appreciate every one of you. You're phenomenal people. You've achieved and went beyond probably what most people said you could. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm just at battle with myself. I'm trying to be better, wiser than I was yesterday, you know? Not saying I had the bar very high to start with, but, you know, that's the only war. That's the only competition I'm in. I'm in no competition with anybody here, you know? I'm not in competition with JG. I'm not in competition with Johnny. I'm not even competition with Pegasus, you know, even though he has wings and he's a flying pig, angelic creature, you know? Maybe that's how dark and deep the world has gotten. Maybe I have went full Talcadian, you know? Damn, JG. Maybe I have went full Talcadian, bro. Damn. Nah, we ain't got that far. The world is not all lost. I don't know. I just try to hope, man, just with all the confusion, everything that gets put out there, you know? Yeah. Yeah, it's been nice. It's one of them rare times that everything kind of aligned for the most part. You know, the weather, uh, the events. A lot of times the events are planned to go good, but the weather just takes us, just nosedives, especially down on the coast. It could change at any moment. But overall, yeah, I can't complain. Just wish I had more time. Wish I didn't have to go back Monday. I'd probably just stay down here permanently. Just recreate my life as a cobbler. You know, just make high end beach shoes out of driftwood. Get pay the local scavengers to go scavenge me up wood and just make high end beach shoes. That may be the way to go. It ain't completely out of the book yet. I got to tomorrow to decide. Let's see here. All right.
I don't want to come back.
All right, we're back, Bonnie.
Oh, was I muted that whole time?
Who knows? Maybe I was muted, People say I say some of my best stuff and best monologuing when I'm muted. When I'm muted and away from the device, It's never when I'm actually speaking.
But like, we're all here because you are enjoyable. The, the conversations, whether it's food, whether it's whatever's going on or whatever, it's always good. I don't know why some people are so angry that they feel like they have to get up on a panel and show their ass. And that's what this man did last night online. And it's like, I had to boot him.
And they literally showed an ass cheek.
No.
Oh, damn.
He just
I
started
tried to stick
attacking.
around and hang around, but shit, I was wore out at some point. I was started, I was like, damn, I missed the ass cheeks and all.
No, Eric was just talking to me. We were having a good conversation, and he just came up there and just started attacking Eric just for no reason. And I was like, wait. And then it just kept getting worse. And I was like, okay, gone.
Ain't no telling.
And so I think a lot of people are frustrated and angry right now. Duly so. Yes, everything is costing like crazy. But you're down there at the beach that you have worked hard to be able to do, and you deserve it, and you should be having fun, not being called names or yelled at or whatever.
Yeah, I've been called everything under the sun. I think we're like in the Latin alphabet of things to call me. You know what I mean? You just got to go on the betas and the zetas and the whatever now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Just know, next time I go on vacation, I'm not doing a pop-up live. That's ruined, That's
Right.
just ruined. No more pop-up lives now on vacation, I was going to show feet next time, so cancel that
Oh,
one now.
darn.
It's going to show you why I was ranked number 10, top 10 foot model of Southeast Georgia, 3 years consecutively. Look it up. Southeast Georgia foot catalog. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Nobody likes the Zetas. I'm already in Zeta. I'm already being reincarnated as a Zeta, Bonnie. And Amir ain't even standing for that shit. Hell.
I don't know what a Zeta is. Oh, that's right. I'm an idiot or something. I don't even know what he called me.
I don't know where else something, Ultimately, that's the one thing, Nobody, each one of us will never really see our true selves, Ultimately, we always a different version of someone else,
Mhm.
Everybody sees you as a different version. You can have 30 people that's in chat every night, every single night, regardless, faithfully, but everybody has a different version, a different way they see you.
And yes, and I have been called gullible before and naive, and I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me.
Uh, Just think, I was fixing to take y'all on a haunted tour. I was fixing to take y'all on a haunted tour to Victorian era cottages.
Dang it.
Fixing to show you the old speakeasies.
JG, you ruined everything. Just saying.
Hello, JG.
But guess what? We still like you. You know what it reminds me of? There's a little trolls thing that my granddaughter always watched. And there was this one troll boy that he was so mean to everybody. He was playing pranks on them all the time. And she put him in the timeout chair in the, I guess it's their form of a jail, maybe. I don't know. But everybody was giving him food and love. And it would just make him madder. Yep, that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, I could see that working. That just kind of made me mad a little bit, you know? Right.
Oh, because everybody's giving you food and love.
Yeah, probably tainted food, tainted love, you know? Now they done laced everything with the truth serum, you know?
Hmm.
Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful when the trolls are bringing you peace offerings, especially in the edible varieties, you know? You never know how these things work. Shoot. Know one thing. Get up in the morning, get me a good breakfast, and do a little bit more exploring. Do my
There you
last
go.
final hurrah.
Sounds good. I know, I never want to leave. Every time I go to the beach, it's like, no, I don't want to go home.
Oh yeah. I
I
guess
made,
everybody was trying to get their last big push in before school starts back, because school will be starting back again soon. Some places already done started back.
oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah, South Carolina's like that. They do year round school. Of course they don't actually go every week. They have like breaks and stuff off, and their summer break is not as long as everybody else's. Like they're only out for a month or so.
yeah.
But they
That's,
have a bunch of other breaks in between that kind of space it out.
yeah. There's a couple of schools here that I know of that do the year round. Ah.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
my
know.
county gets ready to go back in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I think
thinking, man, it's too much. Yeah, you got
my
to go
daughter,
buy half a Target now to send them back.
right. Well, that's my daughter's doing homeschooling, but it there's a teacher. It's like online. I guess it's K through 12 or something. I don't know what it is. And it it's sometime this month. I think it's the 11th. August the 11th might be when it starts.
Yeah, but definitely like look locally. I know some places or different places they have like drives and stuff. You know, like I know they have a bunch like in my area when it's getting time for back to school. They have like book bag and like supply giveaways and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's one place they partner with like a salon or something, and like if the kids, if the girls can't afford to get their hair, whatever, the boys can't afford to get a haircut, they'll give them a free haircut. You
yeah.
know,
That a lot of businesses will do that around here. Today, um, we passed a. There was a. They were standing on the side of the highway, and they were taking in this one town that we went through. They were taking donations for school supplies, And so when people would stop at the stoplight, they were putting money out their windows.
Yeah.
Cheryl, I think I fixed it. Everybody's happy now. All the chickens and me.
There you go. Shoot, yeah.
Yep. There's always a solution.
Allegedly. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I feel complete. Maybe I feel a little incomplete. I don't know. But
I'm sorry.
nah, I think we'll wrap it up. Wrap this evening up. Just wanted to check in with anybody. Just let you know I did not get lost in the Bermuda Triangle. I know there was rumors going around, people saying I got lost in the Bermuda, I got deported back to Antarctica. I heard the rumors. Just know I hear them, I heard the whispers. Definitely just wanted to check in, see what y'all was up to. If anybody gave a damn, gave you a small insight of what I was up to. But definitely appreciate everybody, you know. Appreciate all the characters, people, whatever you identify as, to check in and tune in. The participators, the watchers, the waiters, whoever you may be. I appreciate you. Could have been anywhere on a Saturday night, but you choose to turn into this solemn. I think I will probably. I'll put the chat in the backstage. I may entertain you, I may not entertain you. Don't get your feelings hurt if I don't. Oh well, it'll be another broadcast. We'll complain about something else. But other than that, I love you. I appreciate you tuning in. Oh, Bonnie, what you got? You got any final words? What you got? What you think about it?
Y'all just keep on hanging in there. There's gonna be some bumpy roads, but we get through 'em. And I'm glad you came on, Watt. Thank you very much. And thank you all for being here.
Hey, well, if you can't hang on, at least try to brace and look for a soft landing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Try to look for the soft spot. But oh, definitely. I appreciate everybody. But like I said, I think I put the link in the back chat. I'll probably stay back there for a few more minutes before I crash. But other than that, we out of here, ladies and gentlemen. See if I can find something. See if I can find something here.
Are you ready for a war?
There you go.